What is going on, guys? It is your boy Cisco, and welcome back to SonicTuber Podcast, episode number 11, 12, no idea. It's definitely in the double digits at some point. I'm here with a special surprise guest, and by surprise, this interview and podcast was only arranged like literally 20 minutes ago, so having to make it up as I go along this podcast. I'm here with SpeedSuperSonic, aka Ricardo. What's up, man?
Hey man, how's it going?
Yeah, like I'm super stoked that we're doing this, but like I'm just like, bro, it's like 1 a.m. and you all of a sudden you want to be on my fucking podcast now, and I was like, oh fuck. And I won't mind for those who are watching in the future. Right now, as we speak, I'm in the middle of a bit of a drama with a certain futuristic hub, so that's why I'm a bit distracted today. You've had a bit of a running with Futuristic Hub.
Yeah, it was like a very brief thing. It was just like a comment that they posted on one of my videos. I think it was my Sonic the Hedgehog movie reaction, and they're like, "You're dragging. No one's watching this. You're not really great at what you do." And I was like, "Oh, that sucks."
And did you change your the way you make videos since then, or? Like, cause I'm not aware of that video, so I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of understood what they meant. It took me like a minute or two to get into like the topic and like not prep myself up. So like ever since then, I've kind of just like got straight to the point within like the first minute.
Yeah, like to me, I don't really give a fuck about them whatsoever. Like, for example, for one of my friends today, like not to go too much into into detail, because this is not the Futuristic Hub podcast. This is basically what happened. Is a friend of mine was doing fan art for them and about them, and they threatened legal action straight is in response. So it's all kicked off on Twitter. You guys should check me out, Cisco_official, to see what the fuck's going on. But on to you, Ricardo. You make you shop for toys and shit, right?
Yeah, it's one of the bigger series on my channel, Sonic Merch Hunt. Me and my friends, we go out to stores and spend too much money on Sonic merchandise.
Do you go to the same store?
It depends. It's like we definitely return to a lot of stores, but we try to make it like a different variety of stores each video. So like maybe every other, like we'll go to like a Target almost every episode, but it's like a different Target sometimes. Maybe there's like a 3-episode break before we go back to that same Target. We like to give it time before we go back to the same store.
Yeah, because I was like thinking, because like when I was like seeing your videos and stuff, I was like, how are they getting different merchandise every time? Like surely it can't be just all Sonic merchandise in those stores. So I'm assuming like at some point you cancel recordings, right? Because you'll just go to a store and it's all the same thing that you've already bought. Or is that what you do? Like, do you actually buy the same toys again?
No. It's if we see it and we already have the product, we add it to the merch count, and all the merch hunts, there's like a merch count of how many Sonic items we find on that hunt. Okay. And if we already own it, we'll just add it to the count. We won't buy it again. If like we already have one product, I don't really feel the need to spend money on the same thing I already have.
I'm not gonna lie, it'd be pretty fucking funny if you actually bought everything again, and eventually you could open your own fucking shop on YouTube. Like, oh yeah, we have like 10,000 Knuckle toys or something like that. Oh no,
right? Not a bad idea.
I don't know. It's wanted to ask you something, and it's a lot of things that I've been hearing behind closed doors and stuff. Do you actually like Sonic in real life? Like, or is this like a YouTube thing that you do and just YouTube? Cause
yeah, I really do like Sonic. I know that there's this been really weird misconception about me that I'm like not a Sonic fan. A lot of people say I don't look like a Sonic fan, or I don't act like a Sonic fan.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, because like normally a Sonic fan's like, overweight, has glasses, has a fucking shit voice. It's just like, actually. But no, you really don't look like a Sonic fan. You actually look like a normal person at some points.
People have commented that before. They're like, "You look normal. This is strange." And It throws me off guard sometimes because, like, it's hard. I find it so strange to question like me being a Sonic fan with like what I stand in front of every video.
Yeah,
It's like it's just a strange thing, but yeah, I'm definitely a Sonic fan. I'm not like just a poser to do it for like YouTube views and clout.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. You did look like a Sonic fan when you. I don't know what happened, but one moment you were like the way you are now on your profile picture, like short haired and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, you suddenly turned emo for a couple months. Like, what the fuck happened with that?
Was this like last year?
I don't know whether it was last year, but you had weird looking black hair, and I even said to Jaden of the Sonic Show, because we weren't following each other or anything at the time, so I only knew you as because you existed. I even asked him. I asked him personally because he's a friend of yours, and I was like, why does that Ricardo guy wear a black wig now? Because it looked so fake. Like I
know.
I have no
I
idea
know.
what the fuck. What the fuck?
So I got so many comments that said, "Is that a wig? I can't tell." And it was just, I think it was because my hair was split. It wasn't like an emo thing. It was just like me testing out like different hairstyles, and yeah, it definitely looked like a wig at some points because of how like straight I think it was. I think that's what it might have been.
Yeah, it just didn't look natural, and it's not just the style of it, the color of it. It was just like super black. Like
yeah, I have very very black hair. I don't dye my hair. I don't do like any artificial stuff to it anymore. Yeah, I just like I wash it like, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, like it was just so weird. But we're glad that we have normal looking Rick now back.
Yeah, cut hair. Yeah. I fit my profile picture again.
You ever going back to emo Ricardo again?
Emo Ricardo. Emo Ricardo was an interesting character. He wasn't depressed. It's just a little confused on his appearance. I think we'll just stick with this Ricardo we currently have for a while.
Yeah. So another misconception that a lot of people seem to have, and this is down to the lack of research, clearly, because you can just go to your channel and just look at your oldest videos that, they're old. But a lot of people seem to think that you're new to the SonicTuber scene for some reason. Like, just, like, I don't know if you heard that as well.
Yeah, a lot of the thing is that I've been making videos technically since 2013, and it was just me uploading like silly little videos with like an iPad. And it wasn't like serious whatsoever, but I keep those videos on there because they're like part of Sonic history, I'd say. Like they document like, oh, this is what it was like when Lost World was out. This is what it was like when Boom was coming. Look how happy he was for Boom, and look how disappointed he is now. I like looking back on those like videos, and I'm not ashamed of them because they were made when I was like 9 and 10. So, and me being new to the Sonic like YouTube scene, a lot of people have said that. I think Gamer Guy tweeted that. He's like, oh, look at this new guy. I'm like, hello, I've been here since 2013. But I've definitely been consistently uploading since last year. Last year is when I really stepped my game up, and when I just started working hard and actually like uploading videos and not like procrastinating, I actually was able to find some success, and we're like one of the biggest Sonic channels, like the fastest growing Sonic channels of like the year, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I kind of noticed you like this time last year, I would say, but I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a very bad impression of you the first time round, and even the second time round, and I'll tell you why. Because the first 2 times I ever see you tweet on Twitter, you always You were like complaining about how you don't that you deserve more views and subs, and all that. I don't know if you remember that period.
I think that was like a point in like summer where I was like not in like a really good mental state, but I wouldn't say I ever said that like I deserve more like subs and views. I think it was just more of like a recognition thing, like look what I've done, and like I've done some good things. It wasn't like directed at like the general public at all.
Oh no. I get that, but anyway, well, You ended up getting more views and subs. I don't like.
Yeah.
It's just I don't care about that. I was just looking at Gamer Guide's channel just now actually, and it turns out that he's only been making videos like a year longer than you. So like. You're you're strangely one of the OG SonicTubers, but you're a new SonicTuber. Like it's just
exactly.
Such a weird concept.
Right.
So what are you planning on in the future? You going to continue making toy reviews and stuff like that? Because one thing I did enjoy, one video that I did like, it's not my demographic. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like toy reviews and plushies and all that, not the kind of thing I watch. However, the movie toys that you reviewed, where you kept fucking missing the ring,
yeah,
that was like so fucking funny. Like that's the best one that you've made so far. Like, but then again, I've not.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it was just like you expect these toys to fucking work because they'll have gone through testing and shit,
right?
And then
it's just dog shit.
Yeah, because you just put it together like it literally asks you to do, and you keep fucking missing it and shit. You even had to fucking do all sorts of manual adjustments that you're not supposed to do, and even then the ring would fucking break in half for some reason.
Right, that was a really fun video to make. I think that one turned out good.
Oh yeah, I think it turned out good.
But your question was what I plan on doing?
Yeah.
Well, we have like a lot of really cool plans. We're moving over like closer now that the movie's like out. Of course, like when there's like announcements and stuff, I'll definitely be doing more of that. But when there isn't like news and stuff, excuse me, I'm going to be doing more video essays and discussions and analysis on like certain topics. I recently announced a trilogy of videos on like the Sonic franchise that I'll be working on. And I'm very excited to get those out. I want to do more reviews on past Sonic media. I got a cartoon series review that I'm going to be doing of all the Sonic cartoons. I'm going to be working on that with Ellis Mark. And we got a lot of really cool stuff. More merch hunts once a month. And we got a lot of really cool stuff planned.
Yeah. I'll be looking forward to seeing the one with Ellis Mark. Known him for quite a while, actually. Even before the days where he would make commentary videos and movie stuff, he would make videos about Sonic Boom is when I met him. Like,
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we've got really close lately.
Yeah, cool dude. Might ask him to come. Yeah, I might ask him to do something like the podcast and stuff. Collaborations, that's what I was talking about. I don't know if you've gathered by now, but I've seemed to have this sort of reputation of being like a loved and hated SonicTuber. Like a lot of people seem to dislike me for odd reasons. Like I don't know if you start to get people on your back for like the smallest of things, because like if you ain't a SonicTuber, if you've never had people complain to you about the stupidest of things, like
it's
like what's
happened a lot.
Yeah, like give me the example of the stupidest thing you've probably ever been complained about to you.
Shoot. Okay, I have like two examples. Like last year, I posted like a picture of like look at the difference in my Sonic, like the original Sonic movie trailer that came out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, look at my reaction. I'm smiling. This is different. And then like a lot of people were like hopping on my back, like saying, well, maybe we just didn't like the trailer. I'm like, oh, I was just talking to my fans, showing my thumbnail. I wasn't really trying to ruffle any feathers with like other Sonic like YouTubers or stuff like that. That was just a pretty stupid situation that happened. And another one I would say is when I announced the video that will be coming out soon about why I think Sega should sell Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people were like, this guy's just a hater. You're stupid. You don't know anything about business. And I didn't really interact with a lot of them. A lot of the stuff I did was just post a picture of me in front of my collection. I'm like, I hate Sonic.
Yeah, I remember saying that. But the thing is, like, it's so weird that people say that you don't understand business, because I've had that before. Like, because I remember making a video about Sonic Team like sort of collapsing in Japan. I don't quite remember what the video was about. Like I have it up somewhere, but where they merged teams and all that, and people were like saying, "Oh, you don't understand the gaming industry and shit like that," and I'm like, "Do you?"
Right.
Like, and you can't tell us that we don't know shit if you don't fucking know any better than us.
Right. I make it very clear on my channel that I'm not like a gamer. I don't like play video games a lot at all, but I love Sonic. It's like the only like video game related thing I really care about. And even when I do talk about Sonic, I stress like, hey guys, when I talk about games, realize I'm not a gamer. I don't know how any of this works. I'm a movie guy. I like media, I like the business side, the merchandise side of things. I'm not a big gamer. So like video games are usually like the last thing I'll talk about when it comes to Sonic.
So you don't play many games. Well, what games do you play? Just in like in general, free time, Sonic related, anything.
Whenever a new Sonic game comes out, I'll usually play it. Unfortunately, a lot of the games lately are not very replayable, so I haven't like sat down to play them as much. But whenever a new one comes out, I'll always play one. That new Star Wars game, Fallen Order, was really good. I mainly just played that because I'm a Star Wars fan.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll just do like party games. So like maybe I'll do like Smash Bros or Mario Kart, or maybe like Madden with friends. But that's like legit, probably stretching it as well. The party games, because like usually the time whenever like I'm hanging out with friends, we don't play video games that much. But I'm not a big video game guy, so it's mainly Sonic, Star Wars, those kind of games that I'll maybe pop in like every 6 months.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably in the same boat. Like, even though I'm a SonicTuber, I don't actually play Sonic games unless it's for a stream because, what, like you said, it's fucking boring. Recent games, Like yesterday, I was like you was seeing, I was playing Team Sonic Racing, and it was just unplayable.
Yeah, it's not a game you can really get back to. That's why it died so quickly.
Oh, it's such a shame though, because like it had all the ingredients. Like, here's the thing with Sonic games recently: they all have the right ingredients to be good, but then Sonic Team becomes Sonic Team last moment and just somehow fuck it up.
Yeah, it's disappointing,
and it's why I don't have any hope for the next Sonic game. I have absolutely no faith in Sega or Sonic Team. Like, people like saying that, like, oh, the Sonic movie did so well. This will be some good momentum for the next Sonic game.
But the thing is with that is, like, I'm scared shitless because I know Sega won't be able to ride that momentum because the momentum that the movie built was so astronomically big that I know they don't have anything in the pipeline to at least, like, have half of that success.
No, I doubt that they expected the Sonic movie to do half as well as they did.
Right, and the game's probably, like, the next one's probably been in development, like, around the time of the other ones, so they're like, oh, maybe we don't have to care as much since nobody will like this movie.
I mean, the main reason I think that they, like you were saying, they don't have a clue what they're doing for the momentum is that if they were smart, they would have made a game, tied in with the movie. That would have been, like...
JebTube made a fantastic video called Farewell Sonic ... Forever ?
I watched it. It was fantastic.
Such a great video. Like, old Ricardo, like from 7th grade, who like hated if anybody said a negative word about Sonic. Like, I would have got so upset, but now like that I've been, I wouldn't say a veteran of the community because I think I've had like maybe a 10-year as a fan, I've now seen like the bad business practices and how Sega doesn't have anything to really put out there. It's like they said, Sonic is being carried by Mania, and now the movie's kind of carrying that. They don't have enough pillars, like strong pillars, up, like consistent game releases and a cartoon on the air to get people engaged, and merchandise is not being dispersed properly among stores. It's just a train wreck.
Yeah. Like, I remember when, because I came into the community in late 2014, and let me tell you, it was, if Twitter was a place, in late 2014, it was fucking Crisis City. That's how I would depict it, because everybody was just so fucking sad because apparently some spin-off game happened and it was a disaster. We don't talk about that.
Right.
And so technically, Forces became my first Sonic game. As a Sonic fan in the SonicTuber community. Doing videos for it and shit. And I was defending so fucking hard for it before it came out because, people were being, in my personal opinion, so overly negative and shit about it.
Yeah,
and,
I felt the same way.
Yeah, and they ended up being right. And
yeah, and it was so hard because they were like, "Look at me, I was right about this, so I know everything now because I was right about Sonic Forces being bad." And I was like, I really wanted to like Forces so bad, and I was not active when Forces came out, or even the year after Forces came out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say like the first game that released around the time of me being like an active member was Team Sonic Racing. But at the same time, well, yeah, I was like getting my status up a bit, and I was like uploading more. I still wasn't as big, so I've still yet to have a real Sonic game release at the point I am now with like a very fast growing fan base. This new wave of fans that have come into the channel, they haven't really seen me cover like a Sonic game yet. I'm really excited for that moment to happen.
Yeah, and I'm not really looking forward to the next couple of years when it comes to Sonic fans, because a lot of these fans that are defending Forces and Mania are sort of like newish as well to the community, so it kind of gets worrying that in a few years we'll have a full community of a new generation of Sonic fans that only know mediocre games.
Right, and I feel like a lot of the reasoning for that is like a lot of Sonic fans are being more submissive and accepting this mediocrity and sucking the teat of like Sega and like the PR accounts because they want a slot. They want the recognition. They want like that. They noticed me. I'm important now. That's what like a lot of Sonic fans, YouTubers want. They just want that recognition of Sega, and I think everybody does. But it's to the point where you're just being a mindless drone and a sellout, and you're not forming your own opinion, really.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I personally get worried from time to time, because like how do I say it? Like there's a group, right, of SonicTubers and stuff that are close to Sega, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you notice, most of those SonicTubers are like never say a negative thing about Sega in any sort of way, shape, or form.
Well, you don't want to burn your bridges, you know.
Well, yeah, but it's just like...
I'm not saying I condone it, but I'm just saying that that's the reasoning for not really being a personality and expressing opinion.
I mean, yeah, that's how I see it. Like the problem I've had personally, from my point of view, is that I've not necessarily been family friendly when it comes to my like way of talking and content and all that. And it's such a shame that the problem with the Sonic community is that it's too family friendly, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
Sonic has become too family friendly compared to its like
I remember
taking its like
like that even reflects in the SonicTuber content from years ago, when shit was a bit more loose and stuff. But now it's just like, hey kids, today, this, that, no swearing in this video. Because like, YouTube algorithm, fucks us all over with that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm like I said before, no hope for the next Sonic game. And people get mad at me for that now. I've become the people that I was hating on 2 years ago. Like, we've come full fucking circle now.
And it's like I wouldn't say I'm like I have no hope for it, but I would say that I'm not on the edge of my seat anticipating like in like 20 days for the panel. Like, I'm not on the edge of my seat about it.
Yeah, like,
because in like the last South by Southwest panel, I'm not sure if you caught it. It was so bad.
Last year, right?
Yeah, it was just like, hey, look at Sonic Mania. Look at Sonic Mania.
Was it
And also, here's some Team Sonic Racing. Look at this cartoon.
last year? Last year, it wasn't even Sonic. Maybe it was. It was the Plus. Was it? I can't
Yeah,
remember
just
now.
plus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I barely fucking remember last year. Yeah. um, but this year, I feel this year could be different.
I hope so.
But I'm not. I'm not too sure. Like half of me thinks that it's gonna be something good because last year was shit. So probability wise, it should be a good South by Southwest.
Yeah. My prediction is that they're just going to announce like a 30th anniversary party, and they're like, all right, we're not going to announce anything here, but we're going to make an announcement for the announcement of the announcement.
I've got something. I've got something on those kind of lines where they would, make a boring ass South by Southwest, and then last minute, like they always do, is do this like fucking 5-second teaser of literally nothing on screen, just a lot of black. Like they do.
Yeah.
like I'm confused about the Team Sonic Racing teaser that they did last year
2 years
because
ago.
I'm pretty sure the car that was in the teaser is not a car that we got in the game. Like it resembles nothing like what we got.
I'm not sure. I just know it was so vague. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't see anything.
Well, I don't know. For me, I can't remember much about it. I would have to watch it again. But it looked.
It was like a security cam footage of like, here's a different shot of the car. Here's like revving sound effect, and now look at the logo with the shining R.
It's kind of weird because like you could you could see that like headlights were on and shit. Whereas in the game, we don't have any of that. I believe. I don't know. It just for me, it looked like a Nissan Skyliner. That sounds a bit out there, but it just like this car was not in the game. Like I'm telling you that right now, and I don't like the fact that Sega for the last few games have sort of misled people with the teaser trailer, like with Forces, for example, with the bosses.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna have a much larger role, and Chaos gets like defeated in like a 1 second.
Yeah, it's why, and that's the main reason why I'm like thinking, you know what? Even if we do get a teaser trailer, I know for a fact that whatever they're teasing in the teaser is not going to be anything that we want or care about because they'll just. Yeah, I don't know. They're sort of learning too much from us Sonic Tubers. They clickbait too much their own teasers. But nobody talks about that. Like, yeah, like I don't know. I've just stopped. Honestly, recently I announced that I've stopped doing news sort of videos, like discussion videos about anything that comes out. I just got sick of it now. I just got sick of the little things we were getting from Sega, just meaningless garbage that was popping up. Like even the stream yesterday at the time we were recording was just taking the piss out of like, totally legit, guys. This poster. A lot of people like to do leaks nowadays. That's why That's why I've stopped doing it, honestly. It's not even worth it. Because here's the thing. If you get it wrong, like, people get on your fucking back so fucking fast.
Yeah.
So, honestly. And that's why, and I think that's why you're doing well on the whole, because you're not necessarily doing those kind of videos where you could be wrong if something happens. You're reviewing toys. What could go wrong?
Yeah, there's like I wouldn't say it's just toys. Like there is a big merchandise like section on the channel that's like, oh, look at all this new stuff. But we do talk about like movie and discussions on what could be next for Sonic, and I'm excited to do more of those like analysis discussions. But I'm interested in seeing how people are going to react to them because it's not like a news video. So I'm interested in seeing how the fan base is going to react to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got to the end here, but there is a surprise. Well, it's a surprise if you haven't seen the podcast before. I don't know if you've ever managed to get to an end of one of these or not.
I've checked out I think I checked out the TWIP one. I don't think I've finished it though.
Okay, good. Then you won't know what's happening next. So, at the end of each podcast, we have like a quick fire quiz.
Okay.
And basically, you have 15 questions, and you got a minute and a half to answer them all.
Okay. I can. Okay, I'm not prepared for this, but I can do this. Okay.
Are you though? Because only one person has ever managed to answer the 15th question. Like most of people just end up freezing on the spot, is what I find.
I thrive under pressure. I can do this. Fails immediately, but I will do this.
All right then. I've got the quiz up. I'm just gonna get the timer from Google, trusted source. 1:30. There we go. I'm gonna put that over here on the screen. We have a bit of a leaderboard as well. I'll post that in on Twitter later when this podcast gets uploaded, because I haven't uploaded it for a while. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put 1 minute 35 because, pressing start, then reading the thing will take about 5 seconds delay and shit. So, are you ready?
I am ready.
So, your timer starts when I start asking the question. 3, 2, 1, go. In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, what brand of shoes did Sonic have?
Surf shoes.
Correct. Sonic's first game was in what year?
1991.
Correct. Which Sonic game is not an arcade game? Sonic Pocket Adventure, Sonic the Fighters, or Sega Sonic the Hedgehog?
It was Pocket Adventure.
Correct. Which character looks most like Sonic? Silver, Shadow, Silver Sonic, Metal Sonic?
Silver Sonic.
I think it's correct. We'll see. Who is in love with Sonic? Cream, Amy, Tails, or Rouge?
Amy.
Correct. How many different designs does Amy have? 2, 6, 5, 3, or 100?
3.
Correct. What is Tails afraid of? Eggman, the dark, or lightning?
Lightning.
Correct. What is Tails' full name?
Miles Tails Prower.
Correct. How many Chaos Emeralds were in Sonic the Fighters?
7.
Incorrect. 6. Who was the female character in an unreleased Sonic Extreme?
Female character. Was that Sally Acorn?
No, it was Tiara Babowski. Who was the main character in Sonic Underground? The 3 main characters.
Sonic Mania and Sonic Manic and Sonia.
Correct. What is Sonic's favorite food?
Chili dogs.
Okay. What is Sonic's secret hobby? DJ, racer, car dealer, or bartender?
DJ.
Correct. And the timer is done. So you've answered 13 questions. I'm gonna say now that if you answered every single one correct, you would be winning, but I'm pretty sure you did not. So we'll see. Gonna get the test results right here. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go and have a look. The answer was soap shoes for the Adventure 2 Battle stuff. It was 1991. Sonic Pocket Adventure was the non-arcade game. It was Metal Sonic that looked most like Sonic.
Okay.
And Amy is in love with Sonic. That was correct as well. It was 3 Amy designs. Lightning was correct. I do say lightning, but every time the quiz always says the word thunder. But I translate it for the question. Miles Tails Prow is correct. It is actually 8 Chaos Emeralds in Sonic the Fighters, so I was wrong as well on that. Yep, Tiara Babowski was the female character in Sonic Extreme. To be honest, neither did I. The only reason I know about the character was because that was in the fan game Sonic World. I'm not sure if you've ever played it.
No, I've never.
Oh, it's a train wreck of a game, but everybody loved it back in 2015. Main characters was Sonic, Manic, and Sonia. Chili dogs was the favorite food, and DJ was the favorite hobby. There is 2 questions left, and I'll actually ask them to you. Which site is an official Sonic site? And I'll give you the options here: Sonic World, Sega Sonic Radio, Sonic Central, or the Sonic Stadium.
Which is real?
Yeah, which one's an official site?
Official?
Yeah.
I know the Sonic Stadium's a website.
But is it official though? Like
Oh, okay, no. Can you read the options again?
Sonic World, Sega's Sonic Radio, Sonic Central, or the Sonic Stadium?
I'm gonna do Sega Sonic.
It's actually Sonic Central. I'm not gonna lie.
Sonic Central.
Apparently they have an official site, but I have to verify that because I've never heard of most of these. I've never heard of Sonic Central or Sonic World having a website. Just the Sonic Stadium, honestly. Which country created Sonic? And this is the one that fucked up everybody. To those who did manage to make it to the 15 question. Was it America or was it Japan?
I feel like this is a trick question.
I mean, I've got the question right in front. I've got the answer right in front of me, so it's not really.
I guess Japan.
It's actually America. Apparently.
How?
I'm not sure. What you're right. It could be a trick question. It could be like I don't know. Like I did search up Sonic and it did say America on Wikipedia at some point. Let me have a look. Sonic the Hedgehog. There must be a Wikipedia for it. Yeah, of course it's gonna be fucking spammed with Sonic movie stuff. Sonic the Hedgehog origin. Let's have a look. The origin of Sonic. I don't know. It's a weird one. The origin of Sonic. See, all the signs would be Japan because the guy was Japanese.
Yeah.
But was he in Japan at the time?
I'm pretty sure they were. Yeah.
It's very weird because you'd think that if you search it up, it would tell you immediately where he was created, but it actually doesn't. So while it doesn't back the Japan stuff, it also doesn't back up the American stuff as well.
All right.
I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you for joining our podcast. You got 11 questions right.
All right.
Which I will actually go and search it up now, the leaderboard, because I have it here somewhere. Bear with me. I'm pretty sure that puts you very close to the top, actually. But yeah, if there's anything else you would like to say before we end off the podcast while I look for this leaderboard.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. It was nice talking with you. I appreciate the opportunity to come spread the name and the brand.
Yeah, same too, man. Anything you want to promote, and I'll put in the description.
Well, I'm sure as you guys all know, my name is Ricardo, SpeedSuperSonic. We make YouTube videos. We have multiple uploads a week. We talk about all things Sonic, whether that's video games, movies, cartoons, merchandise. We're essential for all things Sonic the Hedgehog. If you want to know more, come over to the channel, check us out, and we're just a giant family. We just like to have fun, and we'd love to have you.
Yeah, and pushing for 20K as well.
20K, we're almost there, yeah. Might reach it by the end of the month.
Hopefully. What do you think you'll get by the end of the year? 30, probably?
End of the year.
See, this all depends.
Myself 35.
35. Okay, well, we'll see. I'll clip this and then we'll see at the end of the year. My Photoshop is currently loading right now because I found the leaderboard stuff. It's loading. We shall see. You are second.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. A friend of mine, Stephen Geezus, came on. He scored 12.
12.
Yeah, and I scored 10. So there we have it. So yeah, thank you all for watching or listening to this podcast. If you guys enjoy the podcast, be sure to give a like, comment, and do not forget to subscribe. And check out Ricardo's links in the description below, and I'll see you all guys in the next video. Until next time, Cisco out. Peace.